In a world full of noise, where hearts are heavy and hope feels distant, there is still one name that saves: Jesus.
The Bible says, those that are led by God, they are the children of the Most High God.
This is not just a message, it's an encounter. Welcome to Kingdom Ambassadors Embassy.
All right. Can we kickstart the journey? So remember, one of the most profound things I told you last Wednesday, I told you that God's love for you never creates money for you. Neither does your love for God create money for you. God's love for you cannot create money for you. Neither can your love for God create money for you. Because money is not the reward of your love with God. You have to get that theology corrected in your mind. Because many of you, if not all of you, when you don't get what you ask God for, you begin to doubt if God truly loves you by changing your behavior towards the things of God. You begin to act funny. You begin to act different because now you are questioning if God really loves you. Because what you ask for, He didn't give you. So you are not able to separate what the love of God does for you. God has given you what His love can give, His Son. For God so loved the world that He gave His Son. He gave you His Son. That's what the love of God brings to you. Love. I mean, His Son. Don't you have the Son of God? Then what love was supposed to bring to you is already given to you. If you don't have money, you cannot start acting funny around the things of God or towards the house of God, because God's love for you does not create money. Neither the fact that you love God is going to create money for you. You have to correct that theology in your mind. I'm emphasizing on that because it's so true. It's so true. People get disappointed when what they are believing God for is not happening. They get disappointed and then they run to that prophet, they run to the other prophet. I will talk all about that today because all of that is also part of the reason why your finances are bankrupt. I will show you how that affects your money. I'll get there. How that affects your financial life. So don't forget that. Don't forget that, yeah? Never forget that. God's love for you never creates money for you. Neither does your love for God create money for you. So settle that in your mind. That for God so loved me that He gave me His Son. I already have the Son of God. That's settled. It has nothing to do with money. So write this statement down for yourself. Money is either creating pleasure for you or it's creating pain in you. Money is either creating pleasure for you or creating pain in you. Having no money creates stress. Having a lot of it also creates stress. You are stressing because you don't have the kind of money you want. I can promise you that when you get it and even more, you are going to stress for the fact that you wish you didn't have it. Because all of your dead family members that were dead and gone, they will resurrect and come and ask you for help. Every family member you never aunties you never knew you had, uncles you never knew you had, will resurrect. And I will tell you one of the spiritual danger of having a lot of money. If there is something you need to get before you get money, if you don't get that, please don't get money. If you get money and don't have that thing, your life is over. Write this statement down for yourself. You can work so hard and have money keep running away from you so hard. You can work so hard for money. The harder you work for money, the harder money runs away from you. You got it? Here's something else I want you to recognize. You can be recognized for being able to do big things or talk big talks. But if you are not money educated, you will never have the kind of money that should be equivalent to your recognition. You can be recognized for being able to do big things. We can recognize you that anything you do is big. Everything you buy is big. Everything you involve yourself in becomes big. But do you know that if you are not educated for money, if you don't have money education, you can do big things and never get big money. So you will not have the kind of money that is equivalent to the bigness of the things you do or the things you say. If I'm wrong, many of you here, you have been talking big talk. Look at your pocket. It leaking big leaks. So where is the money that is equivalent to your big talk? I am a married woman. You don't even have the kind of money that is equivalent to a married woman. I'm a married man. Where is your money to take care of your family? You don't even have it. So I don't think you should be talking like that. I think when married people are talking, just be quiet, even though you are married, because you don't have the kind of money that is equivalent to your marriage. Watch this. You tell a single guy, I am not a sinner, I'm married. I can have sex anytime. I'm married, I'm not committing sin. Do you know that being broke in the kingdom is a sin? Sexual sin and financial sin. Financial sin is bigger than sexual sin in the kingdom. Financial sin is bigger than sexual sin. Sexual sin, you sin against your body. Financial sin, you sin against the kingdom. Because without money, you cannot be influential. And without influence, you cannot win anybody. The part of soul winning is influence. And one of the things that gives you, three things give you influence. Number one is money. If you don't have money, you don't have influence. And if you don't have influence, nobody is following you. And if you persist on leading, you are taking a walk. So sexual sin, you are sinning against one thing, your body, singular. Financial sin, you are sinning against the whole world. Hello. If you are at home having sex with your wife, and God should have sent you to China, but because you don't have money, that's why you are not in China. That's why you are home having sex. So the reason why you are committing sexual sin is because you don't have financial. Kulukupe nanamaso. Are you still there? Let me quote one more Bible verse that proves to you that financial sin is bigger than sexual sin. Because if you don't have money to finance the kingdom, you are not even in the level of a hypocrite. You are worse than a hypocrite. Because even hypocrites, they pay tithe and they finance the kingdom. And if you cannot finance the kingdom, you are less than a hypocrite. And God does not hate sinners, he hates hypocrites. So you are lesser than what God hates. You are less than what God hates. So when God is counting his enemies, you are below. You are below that radar. Jesus said, the hypocrite, they finance the kingdom. Jesus said that. The hypocrite finance the kingdom. So if you are not financing the kingdom, then you are less than a hypocrite. Hello. Are you there? I want you to also know that people that have a lot of sex is because they don't have a lot of money. Can I say one more thing? Not having money makes you more horny. Being more horny makes you not have money. So either way you are doomed. Yeah. People who like to have sex is because they don't have money. And have a lot of sex can also keep you broke, because that is a proof that you don't have self-control. And money will never come to a person who cannot control themselves. If you can't control yourself, you can control money. So when you find a guy who's always following his wife's boat, following behind him, he doesn't have money. He doesn't have money. So he's using sex to feel good about himself. But you know now, we are men. If a man cannot financially take care of his wife, he wants to use sex to keep her. Anyway, let's go to my message. The guy that is supposed to be saying, baby, is this clothes nice? Is saying, baby, was it good? Yeah. What was good? Baby, did I do a good job? No, he's supposed to say, baby, let's go to the shop. But because you cannot say that, baby, was it good? Did Jehovah Jireh. I want to give you 4 disturbing areas you never thought are the biggest financial mistakes you make when you're making decisions. Here are some extremely important areas you have made the most dangerous financial decisions. Each one of these will take a lot of time to explain, but I will just make sure you understand and then I move on, because I have a lot to tell you. Are you ready for those 4? There are 5 areas, but I'm only willing to give you 4 of them, as always. This one, write it down, because you will never believe what I'm about to tell you now. You will never believe that that's what's happening, but it has happened to you. I believe after tonight's teaching, the WhatsApp is gonna be mad. I say here are some extremely, write it word for word, some extremely important areas you have made the most dangerous financial decisions. Here they are. Some extremely important areas you have made the most dangerous financial decision. Are you ready for it? Number 1, get ready now. Number 1, fixing things that are broken when their brokenness was telling you that you are broken. And then you use the money you had to fix the thing that is broken, not knowing it broke to tell you that you are broken. Number one financial mistake. You need to digest that one. You need to digest that one. Can I tap into some areas on just that number one? Number one, you will always be broke if you travel with physical transportation further than you have traveled in the spirit. It's a financial mistake. If you ever bought a plane to go further with a plane than you have gone further with your spirit, get ready. You have made the biggest financial mistake. Get ready. It's a financial mistake. If you have bought a bus ticket to go further than you have gone without the bus, if the farthest journey you have taken was when somebody else was driving you, you cannot drive your life anywhere. You will have to always wait for somebody to drive you far in life. So, the day you will get tired of being controlled is the day you will die out of control. We have not started yet. We have not started yet. Are you there? Are you sure I can press on this point? If your car ever got broken and you did not already have the money for when your car gets broken, before the car gets broken, the car broke to tell you that you are broken. If you fix the car without fixing yourself, decision is a terrible financial decision. It's a terrible financial decision. Because the car is refusing to be complete and driving a broken person. That's what the car is saying. I cannot be driving a broken person and I am not broken. If you are now looking for money to fix a car that just got broken, it's a revelation that it's not the car that needs financial fixing. It's you that need financial fixing. But the problem is, you have been trained to fix things and never fix yourself. Are you there? Do you know that a car can refuse to drive you further than your decisions have taken you? If you are not the kind of person that is so decision driven, so mature, if you are not the kind of person that makes 5 years decision, why must a car take you to a distance that is equivalent to 5 years? So when the car knows the destination, it will brake before it gets there. And if you have to borrow to fix it, that's a revelation that you didn't have the money before it broke. And if you didn't have the money before it broke, it means you are a terrible financial decision maker. Because if you were not broken, you will have prepared for broken things. But the reason why you are not financially prepared for broken things is because you yourself is broken. Now, how are you going to make valuable money when you are spending the one you have to fix things that are not as valuable as you? You see, I said just one point. I could go on and on and on and on and on. Are you there? If hunger comes, before you begin to think of finding the money to buy food, it means you are broken. You should have had the money before the hunger came. If the hunger comes and now you are finding money to solve the hunger, it means the problem is not food, the problem is you. A very important part of you is empty and it's calling you to feed it, but you are trying to buy food from the shop. So guess what happened? As you buy that food, the next 3 hours you have to buy another food, because that food will call another food. Because now the food thing, it's the medicine to your problem. So you have to keep taking it. So before the food in your stomach gets finished, it reaches to the shop and call more food to come. And before that one also finish, it reaches to the shop and call more. So the money you were supposed to be building your life, you are now building your God that smells so bad. How much money do you I don't even have money, while you are wiping your mouth. I don't have money, but you are wiping. Where did you get the money to buy food? Oh, it was my last money. Look. Yeah. Look, the one who said they are going to be successful. It was my last money. Where did you put it? I bought biscuit. What? Oh, I was driving, I saw McDonald's, I went in and I just bought meat that are from your brothers and sisters. The human meat is what you went to go and buy. Because you can't control your gut, but you want to control your bank account. If you can't control what is inside of you, how are you going to control what is outside of you? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So watch this. I said, the money you need to fix broken things around you will not come when things break. It should have come when you were fixing your own brokenness. The money you will need to fix broken things should have come when you were fixing your own brokenness. Because watch this, if everything begins in the spirit and you are the owner of that car, if that car breaks, you are the spirit of that car. So the brokenness started in your spirit. Have you fixed that one first? Because if you don't fix that one, you will use all of your money to fix that other one, and it will still not get fixed. Hello, am I helping somebody there? Can I push it one step further? The money you need to pay your bills will never come when the bills come. The money should have come when you were fixing your brokenness. So watch this. Because the money was not there before the bills came, what is the result? Stress. What is the result? Stress. Is it the bills that is stressing you? No. What is stressing you? Your irresponsibility with financial decisions. Because as long as you live in Europe, you should expect bills. If you can't pay them, you are broken. I mean, you've been living in Europe for 20 years, for example, 5 years, 10 years. Every month, bills are coming. Why are you always surprised when bills come? After 3 years, 4 years, 5 years living in Europe, you are still surprised at bills. No, what you should be surprised about is the stupidity of your financial decisions. See. Are you there? So that's just number one. Fixing things that are broken when their brokenness was telling you that you are broken. And you go on to use your money. You are about to make a financial decision, and you are choosing to fix the broken cup when your cup is empty. You are deciding to fix your broken car when God is telling you have stopped walking with me. You have stopped moving with me. God is trying to tell you that you have stopped moving with me. So the car is a message to tell you that you yourself, you are not moving, but the car is moving. You cannot own things that are moving when you are stagnated. Hello? You cannot have things in your house worshiping you and serving you when you have stopped serving me. You cannot have a relationship working for you when you have stopped working for me. So when the relationship break, it's not the woman or the man that is bad. It's you. And one of these days you have to wake up and find out that any man that bows down for Jesus can always stand up to anybody. But look at it. You will spend your resources trying to solve that relationship instead of solving that relationship. And you'll be asking the guy upstairs to help you solve the guy downstairs when you have ignored solving your problem with him. Careful. Careful when things break around you. You have to sit, close your eyes, and look deeper into it. What is it in my life that is broken, that is making things break around me? I want to repeat. Everything you own, you become the spirit of that thing. If your spirit is not broken, the things should not break. If the things begins to break, it's a revelation that something in your spirit has broken. Fix that one. When you fix that one, you will not have to suffer to fix that one. You will have abundance, because then out of your belly shall flow rivers of living water. I came that you may have life and have it more abundant, so that you can give life to the things around you, because you have more than the life you need. But if you don't have that abundance of life, everything around you begins to die. So don't try to revive the things that are dying around you. You should know you are dying yourself. The most terrible financial decisions you guys make is fixing things that break around you, not knowing that brokenness is telling you that you are broken. So watch this. Every time you begin to save money, maybe to start your business, something breaks. Every time you are so happy that for 3 months now you have been able to save some money. You just need 2 more months to achieve your goal. By the 4th month, something breaks. You need to go to the doctor. You need to buy that. Something with your child. Something in your relationship. Something with a family member. Something has broken. And you have taken 3 steps forward. Now you have to take 4 steps back. Something is broken with you. And you are making a very bad financial decision. The answer is return back to your first love. Even if that's all I say tonight, I will have helped somebody who is serious about their life. Go back and look at your life and ask, what has broken in my life that is causing me financial leakage? Financial leakage. What is it that has broken? That every time I put money on myself, it leaks out. If it's not through my health, it's through my children, or through my relationship, or through my stupidity. It's going to leak out. If you don't ask that question, by the time you solve the doctor's problem, the child problem will arise. By the time you've solved the child's problem, school problem will arise. Now look at it. Here I come, I think Stephen was mentioning it. Here I come and I said, I challenge you to pay more for the school of the Spirit. Many of you right now have many plans for your money. Because you are trying to solve broken things around you when I am trying to help you solve the brokenness in you. Can I go to number 2? I could say a lot, but I think you get the point. Don't run to fix your broken car. Fix your walk with God. That work with God, if it's at its best, a car will be added to you. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all other things will be added. You are going after things that should be added because you don't want to go after what you should go after. The kingdom. The kingdom. The kingdom. The kingdom. Go after the kingdom and its righteousness, and all other things will be added. But because you are going after things that should be added, when they come to you because they were not added, you stole them. Then they begin to break because you are broken. Write in the chat in capital letter, Lord, open my eyes and show me my broken spots. Write it in the chat. Open my eyes and show me my broken spot. You may have a car that is broken. You may have a glass that is broken. You may have a relationship that is broken. But you are looking at the wrong thing. You are looking at the wrong thing. You are looking at the wrong thing. Something is broken in you that is causing your finances to leak out. If you will close that leakage, you will keep your money. So, you see, that was just number. I could tell you so much about it. When a bill come to you and you didn't have the money to pay it, the bill did not catch you at the wrong time. You were always in the wrong time. So the problem is not the bill, the problem is you. Something is wrong. Something is broken with you. Fix it. Fix it. You know, Christians are so broken that they can even use their tithe to pay their bills. That's how broken a Christian is. They can use their tithe to pay bills. You know, we've been paying for the car for a while now. 95% of the people that came and stood on the altar of God, they don't pay. 95% of them that came to the altar and took an oath that they will pay for it, they don't pay. That's a financial decision you made. I know you're going to ask the same God to bless your finances. The one you promise and fail. You're a joker. You're a joker. Please, when he answers you, write down the prayer point. I want to give many people to pray it. Are you there? Number 2. Now this is a big one. It is, according to this list, it's the biggest financial decision you make that is so dangerous for your prosperity. You want to know what it is? Responding to tiredness and sleepiness without investigating what have I done and accomplished today that qualifies this tiredness. Have you ever been so tired and sleepy? It can even be late at night. Night is not sleep time. So it's late at night, and because it's so late, you are tired. Have you ever asked yourself, what did I accomplish today that qualifies me for a rest? I have seen jobless people are the ones that are more tired than people that goes to work. Jobless people. It annoys me. How can somebody who is not doing nothing be tired? What are you tired of? What made you tired? It's a question you guys have never thought of before. I'm bringing it to you. When you get tired, ask yourself, what did you do? Most importantly, what did you accomplish that should make you tired and sleepy? Because if I have not done anything today, where is the tiredness coming from then? Because tiredness is a result of work. If I have not done anything today, why am I tired? When people that have accomplished their day goal goes to bed, jobless people should stay up. Oh no. Hello. This is a financial decision that is very deadly for your prosperity. I repeat, responding to tiredness and sleepiness without investigating what have I done and accomplished today that qualifies this tiredness. Why am I tired when I have not done any work? Why am I sleepy when I have not accomplished my goal? Where is the tiredness? What is the tiredness for? How can somebody who have not worked get tired? What? I don't understand. You guys, you'll have to explain that to me. Somebody who have not who didn't set goal for their day and have not walked towards their goal and have not achieved it. So what did they do that made them tired? Please, I really want to learn. You jobless people, can you explain to me? Please, you jobless people, can you explain to me? Why do you sleep? Why do you sleep? Why do you doze off? Where is your tiredness coming from? From doing what? I really want to learn. Why are you tired? You are tired because of what? Please. What are you tired because of? You didn't do any work. You didn't accomplish your goal. You didn't even have a goal for the day. You just woke up and said, oh, I'm going to see what I'm going to do. Look, I'm going to see what I'm going to do. Okay, can anybody explain to me? A person who have not worked, have not accomplished their goal for the day, what makes them tired? What qualifies them for sleepiness? Can anybody at all, can anybody explain to me? Because I've tried to study the matter, I can't find the answer. Somebody who have not worked, who didn't have a goal from morning to evening, did not do anything to accomplish anything in order to add value to their life or to add to their prosperity, and then they get tired, they get sleepy. Can somebody explain to me? Maybe you know. Why are they tired? Why are they sleepy? What's the cause? Anybody explain to me? What makes them tired? What makes them sleepy? Because the first time a man slept, called Adam, the Bible said he had walked. He had walked. The Bible put it like this, that he searched among all but could not find. So he was doing some work. He was achieving his goal. He was studying all the animals. He was doing something. Then God is the one that came and said, it's not good for him to do all of this alone. That was the reason for the sleep. That he was doing something and God wanted to give him a helper to do what he was doing. That was the reason for sleep. Adam was not tired. Adam was not sleepy. God put him to sleep because he was working. This thing is one of the wonders that a wise man like me have. It's one of the wonders of my life. How does a jobless, unuseful in the day person feel tired? What makes them tired? Rest is for people that have worked. Jesus said, I must do the work of him who have sent me, because the night come when no man can work, because that's the time of rest. So rest is for people that worked. That's what Jesus said. So rest for what? The Bible says, and David had done all that God asked him to do, and he rested with his forefathers. After he had done what God asked him to do, then he was given rest. Rest for what? You must be qualified for rest. Rest is for people that have worked. Then we say, you sit down and rest. Right? Can you tell somebody who have not done anything rest? It's not even an English sentence you can use. You cannot tell somebody who is not doing nothing rest. Rest from what? That person should not be resting. They should be resting in peace. They should not be resting on a chair or on a bed. They should be resting in the grave. Because that's where people go that have no dreams. People whose dreams are not dreaming, we send them to the grave. to have a sleep without a dream. Listen to me. Rest and sleep is for people who are working. And I'm not talking about a job, I'm talking about people who are working. Your job and your work are two different things. A time is coming, and very soon, from this year, if you guys are gathered around me and you know you are jobless, don't even make the mistake to doze off. I will slap you until you hate me. I will punch you so hard that if you're a lady, I will not. But if you're a guy, I will punch you so hard you will think I hate you with passion. Because you are not permitted to sleep in my presence when you are jobless and you do nothing. You shouldn't be sleeping. You don't deserve sleep. You don't deserve rest. What are you resting for? What are you sleeping for? You are occupying space. So, can you see that this is a terrible financial decision? Allowing yourself to sleep when you have not achieved anything that will add more money to your life. Why are you sleeping for? Responding to sleepiness, and you sleep because you want to sleep when you have not achieved anything during the day. What are you sleeping for? Stay awake and do something with your life. Responding to tiredness and sleepiness without investigating what have I done and accomplished today that qualifies this tiredness. What did I do that should make me allow myself to rest? What have I done for me to allow myself to rest? If not, what is it that is trying to make me sleep? What is it that is making me weak when I have not done anything? People who have gone to a job and still do the work, they are sleeping and I'm following them to sleep. Is all the cables correct in your head? Because it looks like one of the cable is disconnected. How can I am in the same house with somebody, and that person goes to job and they do both their job and their work, and then they go to bed and I also go to bed? What? I should not go to bed. That person qualifies to go to bed. That person has the right to rest. What right do I have? Terrible financial decision. Dangerous financial decision. Dangerous financial decision. If you study CEOs and managers, it does not matter how long they have to stay up, but they have to accomplish their goal that day. You will hear a manager say, I know I cannot sleep. I have to send this in before I sleep. Because that is what qualifies rest. You have to finish to rest. But the only thing some of you guys know is to finish into a woman and then sleep. That's what you call finishing. You guys will not make me a bitter guy. I will not say what I don't want to say. So I say someone who has not done or accomplished anything to show for what makes them tired, what makes them sleepy. You cannot show anything you have done. You cannot show anything you have accomplished. What makes you tired? What makes you tired? Nobody could answer me that question. What will make A jobless person, tired and sleepy. We don't have the answer. Because nothing. The answer is nothing. Hello. Didn't the Bible clearly show you that when Adam was sleeping, Eve was awake? Because Eve had not done anything. Eve had not done anything, so she was awake. The Bible says she woke him up. She had not done anything. Adam has been working. She had not done anything, so she was awake. God did not created her sleeping. God created her awake. Because she had not done nothing. So stay awake. So God doesn't expect Eve to go to bed when Adam goes to bed. When she have not done anything. You better stay awake before Satan come and ask you a question you cannot answer. I just said something there. How will you not have demonic dreams when you have not achieved the... You will not make me say what I don't want to say. So whenever you respond to tiredness and respond to sleepiness, when you have not done anything or achieved anything, it's a dangerous financial decision. It keeps you broke. It makes you poor. No amount of prayer can deliver you from that financial danger. No amount of anointing can deliver you. You deserve to be broke for the rest of your useful or whatever life. Somebody just have to tell you the truth. Can I go to number 3? This is another one. The self-deception, listen to this, the self-deception of trying to answer a question that you are asked by someone that makes more money than you. The self-deception of trying to answer a question that you are asked by someone that makes more money than you is one of the most stupidest thing a broke a broke person can do. Never try to answer a question in the presence of somebody who has more money than you. Be quiet so that you can get help. Anytime you try to play big mouth, you destroy your helpers. Even if you have the correct answer, shut your mouth and let the person with more money talk. Because when money talks, the Bible never say brokenness answer all questions. The Bible say money answers all questions. So if you don't have the money, you don't have the answer. Hello? Hello? Let me say it my way. Hello? It is money that answered all. Money answers all questions. So only give answer when nobody is around that has more money than you. If somebody there that is making more money than you, when a question is asked, zip your mouth, put a tape. Because if you don't have the money, you don't have the answer. It is money that answered all things. Yeah, Papa taught us, please don't bring me in it. If somebody is there that has more money, you don't have the answer. Be quiet. Yeah, my Papa taught us this. Let me tell you. And the one who is making more money is looking at you like this, is shaking their head. You have this kind of answer and you are broke? Listen to me. If you give a smart answer in the presence of a rich man, they will never give you their money. Because if you have this kind of wisdom and you are broke, If they give you their money, you will throw it away. Think about it. How come you have this kind of answer and you are not providing it as a solution for people to pay you for it? This is a very dangerous financial decision. A question comes up, and there is somebody in the room that knows how to make very good financial decision. Let them answer the question. It is money that answers all things. It is money that answers all things, not broke mind. Are you there? And the most stupid thing is that you can do is when a millionaire gives an answer, a broke man disagrees. A broke nigga disagrees with the answer. Do you know from what level that guy is answering that question? He's answering it from a prosperity level. You are thinking about the question from a broke level. Rich people give simple answers. Poor people complicate things. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. Let me tell you. Oh my God. Are you there? When you meet a rich Christian, they give you an answer without saying the Bible said. But when you meet a broke nigga, yes, it's in the Bible that same answers, but this successful man is answering the question with his life. His life has the evidence for people to listen to him. But you, because nobody can listen to you, want to point them to the Bible. That's why. Yeah. Because the people that write the Bible, they were not saying the Bible said. When they were asked, they gave the answer. None of them that wrote the Bible were going around saying the Bible said. Peter didn't say the Bible said. John didn't say the Bible said. They just said that's the way it should be. Oh boy. Have you ever wondered why Jesus never chose a broke guy? Everybody he chose were at the top of their game. He went to the sea and did not choose an employee. He chose the owner of the company called Peter. He went to the street and chose the one who is a tax collector. Not the one that pays tax. The one that collects the tax is the one he chose. He went to the hospital and chose the doctor, not the nurse. Sorry. Everywhere he went, he chose the top ones. The tax collector was so rich that he was even willing to give everybody money 7 times. And when he also chose the thief, he chose the thief of the thieves. Every area he chose the best. Because Jesus knows it is very difficult to teach broke people. They will listen to you week in, week out. They will not apply what you teach them. But rich people, if they listen to you, they apply it. If it doesn't work, they come back to you and say that thing doesn't work. But broke people, they don't. They just I like my father. He's deep. He's deep. My father is so deep. So if you are listening to all that deep, why is your life like this? Why is your life shallow when the message you are getting is deep? When are you going to dive in and take risks? Your life is just shallow. But my father is so deep. You are somewhere saying, come and listen to my father. His teaching is so deep. But when they look at your life, it's so shallow. So shallow. Right after you say, My papa is so deep, very prophetic. Oh, sister, when you're ordering food, can you order for me? Look, the one that was saying deep is now begging. It's now begging. If I was in Africa, I would have had a mega church by now, I tell you. I tell you, no contradiction. No contradiction. Some of you, if you wanted to talk to me, you'll be in a queue for 3 years. No disrespect. I'm just saying, some of you have been with me too long for your life to be like this. You are trying to stress me. Your life shouldn't be like this. All the things I have taught you, your life shouldn't be like this. Your life should not be like this. Your life should not be like this. Your life should... Even your enemies don't sleep until they make sure you fall. You are there doing... And then we check your profile, you have not done nothing. But you have the audacity to be draw sleeping. You have the audacity to make noise for your neighbors who are going to job, but you don't go to job. Your life should not be like this. Your life should not be like this. I apply the things my father teaches me. Your life shouldn't be like this. Your life shouldn't be like this. Get up and go do your business. You go 1 day, 2 days, and you stay home. Don't do it at home. Go find a library. Go every day to the library. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you go to the library? You don't. Your life shouldn't be like this. Some of you don't qualify to be around me. Take it however you don't. If your presence is even trying to make me broke. Yeah. The time is coming. You will not be permitted to be around me. Anytime you come around me, you will be asked to just go home and look and participate from online. Because your presence is not adding nothing to my life. Yeah. There were 70. Jesus kissed the 12 and said, "It's you that I have chosen." Jesus also chose. So if you want to get angry, go get angry at Jesus first. Why didn't he make all the 70 his followers? No, he made only the 12, because those are the ones that were influential. They put in the work to better their life so that the work of the ministry can go on. So when you put in the hard work, don't just think you are doing it for yourself. You're also doing it for the house of God. Because when you are influential, people will follow you. And the more you are influential, the more soul we can win, and the more Jesus we can glorify. But you don't want to put in the hard work. Yeah, it's too hard. It's too hard. You are a devil. You are a devil. You are becoming my demon. And I don't do very well with demons. It's coming. Am I not doing the mentorship? I'm doing the mentorship. Oh, don't worry. You will soon find out the reason why I'm doing the mentorship. Glory to God. It is better for somebody else to deceive you, but please don't have yourself deceiving yourself. It's good that other people try to deceive you, but it becomes dangerous when you yourself are the one deceiving yourself. Here is somebody who knows the way of prosperity. Instead of you learning, you want to talk. What do you have to contribute? You have nothing to contribute. Be quiet, learn. There is somebody in that room that can change your life. But you want to smart talk. You want to smart talk because you think you have the answer. It's a very terrible financial decision. Even when they ask you the question, don't answer. Here's a prophet. He's called Ezekiel. And God opens his eyes and God says, what do you see? And he says, I see dry bones. I see them. And he goes on to describe something else he sees. But it's not my message for today. But I see dry bones. And God then asked him, can these dry bones live again? And the prophet have already seen it because God has opened his eyes. He has seen that these dry bones can live again. But guess his answer. I don't know. You know. And then God says, because of your smartness and your maturity, though you are a prophet, you could have answered as a prophet, but you decided to answer as a servant. Speak. And he was automatically elevated and promoted to another level. For one reason, he saw it, but he acted like he didn't see it, because he is talking with somebody who is more successful than him. He said, only you know, Lord. What do you mean only you know? I have just opened your eyes and you can see. Yes, I can see, but the one who is asking me the question, the one who is asking me the question, he does not see. He's the one that shows what other people see. Why will I open my mouth and tell what I see when the one who is asking me is the one that shows? I'm not that stupid. No, I'm not that stupid. I don't know. I'm a prophet, but I don't know. If somebody else asks me, I know. But if you ask me, I don't know. I don't know, Lord. You know. And then God go on to say, speak. He did not say see. So which means the prophet have already seen. He only asked him to speak. He did not say see. He said speak. And you know, a prophet cannot speak what they have not seen. So Ezekiel saw that the bones had already become people again, but he refused to answer not because of the question, but because of the one who is asking. You sometimes your mind is so fried, you don't know who is asking you the question. Instead of studying the one who is asking, you want to answer the question. No! First thing, who is asking? Who is asking? I think that will be my next session, to talk about questions. I don't know, Lord, you know. Then he says speak, because I know you have seen it, because I showed it to you. So speak. How do I know he saw it? Because God said, can this bone live again? You know, when God speaks, things become. God already said they can live again. And remember, when God speaks, a prophet sees. A prophet does not hear, he sees. So when God said this bone can live again, he saw it. But then he refused to answer the question. I don't know, you know. But if he was serious, yes, Lord, you know your anointing is upon my head. I can see the army there, I see the captain there, I can see, yes, Lord, they can live again. Should I speak? You will be the one asking God, should I speak? If I just speak a word, it will happen. This is a broke guy telling a rich man, if I just speak, everything I speak happen. So why will the rich man help you to become financially successful when you have said whatever you speak happens? So why are you broke? Why are you broke with all your speech? Terrible financial decision. Terrible financial decision. If you are seated with the CEO of a company, you be the listener. If you are seated with the boss of your job, you be the listener. Don't be the talker. Because you can be qualified to be the next manager if you become a good listener. But your CEO cannot be talking and you think you have an answer. Then why are you not CEO? Hello? If a CEO asks you a question, it's a CEO who is asking you a question. So unless you have a CEO answer, your answer is incorrect. Should I repeat that again? If a master asks you a question, before you answer the question, ask yourself who is asking the question. The one who is asking is a master. So unless your answer is a mastered answer, whatever answer you have is not correct according to the one who is asking. Oh Lord. Hello. It's like Pastor Chris asking me a question, and I said, Dad, sit down, let me tell you something. You know, there are deep things, so. I'm giving Pastor Chris, the man who, I don't know if he said a cockroach or something, came into his room. And he looked and it's there. As he entered his room, the thing dried up to dust. No prayer, no commanding. He didn't even spoke to the animal. Just by entering the room, the thing dried up. That's the man that will ask me a question. And I want to say the Bible. Say, what Bible? That man is reading God. I'm reading a Bible. I don't have the answer for that. I have the right answer, but not according to the one who is asking me. That's why it does not matter how wise I am or will become. If Pastor Chris ever asks me to sit on set with, I'll beg him, please. Because especially during the Q&A session. Those senior ministers are very nervous. Very nervous. Very nervous. As he asks them, he'll be looking at them like this. He'll be looking at them They are my seniors, but they sometimes forget who is asking them. They sometimes forget that it is not the question that is asking them. It is Pastor Chris asking them. So the first thing to consider is the one who is asking the question. How can God ask you a question you think you have the answer? God ask you a question. You think he's asking you a question to have an answer? Hello? At school, doesn't the teacher ask the student what is 2 plus 2? Did the teacher ask because he doesn't know the answer? So questions are not just asked because of, they are not just asked by people who don't know the answer. Questions are often asked by people who have the answer. But they want you to know that you are stupid. That's why they ask you the question. But you know, your stupidity will not allow you to know that you are stupid. Yes, your stupidity can make you feel like you are wise. Yeah. A teacher who teaches university will come and ask, what is 2 plus 2? Is that not a question? Who is he asking? His own student. But it's the teacher asking the student. If the student wakes up and thinks, oh, is my teacher asking me? He will answer the question differently. But if that student says 2 plus 2 is 4, now he goes and says, my brothers, today I taught my teacher something. My teacher did not even know 2 plus 2. He even asked me. I was the one that even told him that 2 plus 2 is 4. Stupid. Hello? Jesus is the Word. And he knows all things, correct? Don't we find Jesus asking his disciple a question? Who do men say that I am? Jesus, you don't know? I know. But they are so dumb, they don't know who is asking them the question. The problem is, when you guys get a question, you think it's the question that is asking you a question. So you are trying to answer the question. But no, you are supposed to answer the person. Don't make this stupid financial decision. Answer the person. Don't answer the question. I don't know if you guys are understanding. When you are asked a question, it is not the question asking you a question. So don't answer the question, answer the person. And if the person is in a level you are trying to get to, you don't have the answer. You don't answer. I don't have the answer. Hello. I don't know if you're learning and if you're getting it and something is happening there. What you are getting today is too much. It's too deep. It's too big. Remember these things I'm sharing with you. Which number was I am now? Number 3, right? I said the self-deception, deceiving yourself that you have the answer to a question that is asked to you from a person who is more successful than you. You don't have the answer. You don't stop answering a question. Answer the one who is asking. Will you remember that? Never answer a question. It's not the question that is asking you a question. Don't answer the question. When you hear a question, zip your mouth and first find out who is asking. So what is your name? What do you do? Oh, I don't believe in the Bible. Yeah, the Bible says even fools don't believe. Look, this person could help your financial stupidity. But you have just abused your grandfather, your helpers. Look at what you have done. You are getting it. So remember I said, it is better to have somebody else deceive you, but don't have yourself deceive you. Don't have yourself, stop deceiving yourself. Anytime you are around people who have done well financially, learn. Have one mission only, to learn. They have what you need to know to get to where they are. If you knew the answer, you will have gotten there. The reason why you are not there is because the answer you know is not for that level. So why don't you listen to the answers of that level so that you can apply those answers and get to that level? How can you be broke and be disagreeing with people who have made it? What exactly are you disagreeing about? Are you there? Here's the 4th one. You see, I had so much to tell you. I don't think I can get to all of it today, but that's fine. Here's the 4th one. It's another very dangerous financial decision. Anytime you are financially stressed or pressed, never say, I have done everything I can do. Never allow that sentence to come out of your mouth. Because it's not true. Even your next door neighbor, If your next door neighbor is more successful than you, it means you have not done what they are doing. How then do you say you have done everything? What do you mean? I've heard some of you said, yeah, but I've done everything, it's not working. No, you have not done everything. The thing is that you are financially illiterate. You don't have money education. So you have only tried poverty ways. And you got the reward of that way. You got nothing. Because what you did was nothing. According to prosperity. So you got nothing. You got what you deserve. But if there is somebody that has more money than you, has bigger business than you, is more successful than you, and you have not done what they are doing, what do you mean that you have done everything? You can't say that. Once you say that, you have made a very dangerous financial decision, that you have done everything. It doesn't matter what you try next. You will not be rewarded with money. Am I helping somebody there? Now look at it. Poverty is the result of two things. Poverty, lack, is the result of two things. Number one, poverty is the result of sin, but I don't want to talk about the poverty that comes because of sin. Poverty is also the presence of disorder. Disorder is poverty. Poverty is disorder. So the only thing that can keep poverty away from your life is to maintain order. Order. Never practice to wake up on Monday at 6 and then on Tuesday you wake up at 6:05. That's disorder. Even if you don't have a job to do, practice to always wake up at the same time. Practice it. That level of orderness can bring you prosperity. Not that you know tomorrow you are not going to work, so you stay up until 5 and then you wake up at 2. That's not order. That's not order. That will not bring you prosperity, my brothers and sisters. That's disorder. And poverty is what? Poverty is disorder. Are you there? I want to jump to another 4 things that you need to deal with in order to deliver yourself from poverty or lack. Again, these are other 4 things you don't think had anything to do with money. Let me give them to you and I think I'll round up. I have a lot I need to tell you. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Look at this, for example. Blaming others or blaming anything is the worst decision you can make against money. If you ever blame anybody or blame anything, that's the reason why you are not making money, you don't have a job, or you don't have money. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Are you there? Did you know that anybody you blame for your financial lack, you appoint them to change your life? Yes. It's a game you don't want to play. It's a game you don't want to play. For example, if you don't have document in Holland, and you say the reason why I cannot work, the reason why I don't have money is because I don't have papers in Holland, then you have appointed the government to be the only reason why your life should change. And unless they decide to change your life will never change. Because whatever you blame, you appoint. Yes, that's the rule. That's why when Adam blamed Eve, he appointed Eve to be the leader. When Eve blamed Satan, she appointed Satan to be the leader. Whatever you blame, you appoint. Whatever you blame, you appoint. If you blame your parents for having the life you have right now, you have appointed your parents to change your life. Until they decide to change your life will never change. You don't want to play that game. So, it is not document that makes a man rich in a land. It's the blessing of the Lord. If you keep blaming the government, you will never make anything out of your life. It is the blessing of the Lord that maketh a man rich, and it add no sorrow, not a document. It's the blessing of the Lord. But that blessing comes by faith, and faith without works is dead. You have to do something with your faith. You don't have to have a big mouth with your faith. Do something with your faith. Are you there? Do you know that there is somebody you can become? Even the government will beg you to have their document. Yes. There is some kind of influence you can achieve, that your presence in a country add to their economy. I have seen people that government have begged to get passport from them, because they build a life so much that they were so influential that even the school systems was inviting them to come and speak to the student, and the government did not want to lose such an asset. Okay, yeah, but I cannot work. I don't have papers. In an internet world. In an internet world? Really? So, here's the other thing. Many of you have blamed demons for your lack. You have appointed demons to change your life. Many of you have blamed your family roots for the reason why your life is like this. You have appointed your family to change your life. Until they decide to change your life will never change. Whatever you blame, you appoint. That's the law in the spirit. Whatever you blame, you appoint to rule over you. Whatever you blame, you appoint. That's the danger of blaming others for your financial lack. You give them the appointment to only decide when you're going to become rich. And until they make that decision, you cannot be rich. You will walk like a lion, you will eat like a chicken until they decide for you to be like a lion. Are you still there? So number one, your life will never change until whoever you are blaming change it. Number two, your life can never go the direction you wish until the one you blame direct you. So get ready to be directed by demons, since they are the ones you are blaming. You are blaming demons that don't sleep while you are sleeping. Can I tell you the last thing about that blame game, and I give you those 4 things, then we can call it a night. Here's the other danger of blaming. When you blame a person, a thing, or a spirit, I said you appoint them, correct? So if I say, for example, yeah, if Andrew had made a better decision, my life wouldn't have been like this. When I blame Andrew, are you there? Are you sure you're listening? When I blame Andrew, I am saying it is Andrew that made the wrong decision that made my life wrong. Now, until Andrew comes and make the right decision, my life can never be right. It does not matter how much I try to make my life right. By the law of blaming, I have declared that Andrew's decision is what made my life like this. Andrew will have to come again and make a different decision for my life to have a different result. What if Andrew hates me with passion? What if Andrew don't even want to talk to me? Which means my life will remain like this. Because I have said it was Andrew's decision that made my life like this. Andrew will have to come and make a different decision, not for himself, but for me. And if Andrew is my enemy, you think he's going to come and make a good decision for me? So get ready to go to your grave looking like this. You were born looking like your parent, but you will die looking like your decision. And the decision you have made is that you are blaming somebody else. You are blaming something else. Most dangerously, you are blaming demons. So those demons will have to leave Satan and come back and now make a different decision to make your life prosper. News flash, they are not coming. Are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Here are the 4 things you must deliver yourself. Oh, I love this 4. They are life. I said the comment in the WhatsApp today is going to be crazy. Because the things you are hearing today, oh my God. Where are these things coming from? Remember, next time you see a lazy person sleeping or dozing off, ask them what is making you tired. And when you get the answer, please come back and report to me, because I'm doing a research on that. Here are the 4 things you must deliver yourself from. This one, you must do your own deliverance. Number 1, if you are going to prosper, if you are going to take back control, and your life goes the direction financially, your life goes the direction you wish it and God planned it to go, here are 4 things you have to deal with. And you never knew these were financial decisions that were very dangerous. Number 1, the pain you acquire when you broke up with your ex and the pleasure you experience when you change to the next. You started practicing instability when you started dating. So if you are going to deal with being stable and creating orderness in your finances. You must deal with all the pain you acquire when you broke up with your exes, and the pleasure you experience when you were getting into your next relationship. You want to know why that is a financial decision? Because you have taught yourself that whenever things are hard, you walk away, and whenever things look shining, they are gold. So whenever you are trying to build a business and things get hard, guess what you want to do? You want to break up, because it reminds you of your ex. And when your business gets hard and a company call you to pay you a lot of money, guess what you are going to do? You're going to shut down your business and you're going to go to your next lover. It started in your dating life. So whenever financial trouble gets too hard, you remember how it feels to have pain for something you have struggled for, but it's not happening. I have done so much. I have put in so much time, so much effort, but it's not moving. The money is not coming. I'm not getting customers. And then the job you applied for many years ago that was paying so well, all of a sudden they just decided they want to employ you now. Here's the other area you put that to work. This week, you have this idea. By the time you are celebrating that you're going to do this, 2 weeks later, you have a new idea. You learned it from changing partners. That's why you change ideas. You don't have the ability to fight for one thing. You are always changing. Because pleasure is better than struggle. Where did you learn it? From changing exes. So the more exes you have had in your life, the harder it will be for you to prosper. Chai! Hello? Look the way your tears went away when you were romancing with the new. You forgot the old. Because some way, somehow, you have trained your heart that if it feels good, it's God's way. If it feels difficult, God is telling me to leave. This is how you hear the voice of God. Don't lie. This is how you hear the voice of God. When you are very challenged, God is telling you to leave. When it's very sweet, God is telling you to stay. Congratulations, prophet, prophetess. You got it from jumping from one partner to another. It has affected your money in a very terrible way. Focus on this one thing. Paul said, this one thing I do. This one thing. You have told me about an idea. We have prayed about it. I have declared to you it will work. I never told you it's going to be easy. I only told you it will work. And then you started, you hit a rock, you stop. The light you are enjoying, you know how many times the guy failed? You know how many times he failed? But you are enjoying that light today. If he had given up, you would die in darkness. Guess what? Every time they told him he failed, he said, no, I have not failed. I've just found a way not to do it. Look at you. Look at you. I'm going to do this business. Go, God bless you. The week later, the business have scattered. Oh no, Papa, I want to do something else. I have a new idea. You are stupid. You are nonsensical. You have no plan for your life. Nothing good comes on silver platter, for God's sake. Nothing of value comes without getting your hands dirty. Where do you think diamond comes from? From the sky? They come from digging. And they just handed you a shovel. You say, oh, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be hard. It's a whole mountain, it's a whole mountain, it's a whole mountain. The success is in the mountain. But as I was digging, I hit a rock. Papa, I don't have the instrument to dig a rock. You are stupid. You are stupid, quite frankly. If you are sensible, if you were the devil, where will you put fear the most? Is it where the blessing is not, or where the blessing is? Where will you surround hardship the most? Where the prosperity is, or where the prosperity is not? So why are you trying to find easy things to do, for God's sake? Why don't you want to build with sweat? Even Jesus had to sweat before he went to the cross. You want to be lifted up, no sweat. You want to build a business looking like a Rihanna or Beyonce. I don't know who looks better. You want to build a business with your nails filed and shining and paint. You want to build a business with your toes nicely put, no dirt. Everything is just. Oh my God. 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 The pain you acquired when you broke up with your ex, and the pleasures you experience when you change to your next lover, if you don't deal with that, you will not be able to create order and consistency in one thing. Because you have trained that the next is better than the ex. That's how you have trained yourself. The new thing is always pleasurable. So you will always go. Why will you introduce one business idea and then you are choosing the new one? Because you have trained yourself that the new is always better than the old. That's how you train yourself with relationships. New love is always better than old love. He opened doors for me. My ex used to do it, but he doesn't do it anymore. But this guy is so... Look the way you are praising this one. You forget that it's just new love. He opened doors for me. He buys me flowers. Wasn't that how it started over there as well? Wait until it continues that before you talk that nonsense. He's so sweet. He calls me every day. Sister, that's how it started on the other one. New things always feels nice. But building upon old is what creates prosperity. It's what creates prosperity. But you have had too many great pleasure with new things that when the old challenges you, you are already thinking about going out. That's why even some of you have thought about divorce. Because the pleasure is gone. At least 3 or 4 of you have talked to me about divorce. Because you were challenged. You were challenged. But the challenge was also always there. Just that when it started, it was new, it was lovey-dovey, emotions was at its peak. But the challenges were always there. The red flags were always there. The green flags, whatever color flag you think, they were always there. They didn't change. They were there. But the pleasure of the new blinded you from seeing the true. See. You have to deal with that. You have to deal with that, my brother, my sister. If you are going to fix your money problem, deal with the pains you have acquired from your when you broke up with your ex, and the pleasures you experienced when you changed to the next lover. Number 2, are you still here? The second thing you have to deal with, and I'm letting you go. The second thing you have to deal with, your desire to travel to different countries for vacation. It's also a financial decision that is very dangerous. I'm not talking about the paying to go, just the desire. Think about it. You have not built anything where you are. Where are you trying to go? Where exactly are you trying to go? Where do you want to go? What have you built where you are that going becomes a pleasure? No. Where are you trying to go? I know you are not trying to go and stay. It's just a vacation. But that desire is it affects your ability to be stable. If it lives with you, tomorrow you'll be in China, the next day you'll be in Dubai, the next week you'll be in Bora Bora, the next time you'll be in South Africa, you'll be in Suriname. If it lives with you, if it's up to you, you will be in new country every week. That is the spirit of instability. I want to ask you a question. Can I ask you a question? Since it was not money that gave you the desire to want to travel, and you know you don't have the money to travel, where did you get the desire from? Where did you get the desire from? This desire, when people ask you, well, yeah, I like to travel, but you don't have money to travel. You're supposed to get that desire when you get money. But you don't have money, but you want to travel. You want to travel even before you get money. So where did you get the desire from? If you did not get it from your unstable life or unstable life, if that's not where the desire is coming from, where exactly is it coming from? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Ministers, let me tell you something. Any broke person that would like to travel to different countries, as they begin in the church, just write them already that they are going to leave soon. The same spirit that wants them to move from one country to another is the same spirit that gets people to move from one church to another. It's the spirit of journey where you keep going and you never satisfy with where you are. It's the same. These things, I don't guess them. I know them like I know the palm of my. The things I talk about, I study. The same spirit that gives people desire to just wants to travel from one country to another, is the same spirit that also comes upon them, that they want to move from one church to another. It's a financial decision. You will have to deal with that desire. I'm not saying get rid of the desire. You have to control it. Because the day you will get money, you will not build your life. You will buy a ticket. The day you get the money, you will not build your broken life. You will buy a ticket thinking going to another country will give you fresh air. Sister, brother, all air are the same. Don't fool yourself. They are all coming from the trees and going back to the tree. Unless you have found CO1 somewhere. Or CO5 somewhere. Last time I checked, the way you breathe here is the way you breathe there. The way you breathe there is the way you breathe there. It's good to have good experiences through traveling, but not at the expenses of stupid financial decisions. You have to control that desire, because it's definitely controlling you. And you don't know that it's controlling you. It is controlling you. Number 4. Can I give you number 4? Number 4. This one is important in the kingdom. What you want to deal with in order to build order for your finances and stability for finances. Your search for different men and women of God to follow or receive from. That has also, if you are a person here, you have had many men of God pray for you, speak over you, prophesy to you, it has affected your finances. So I can tell you clean and clear. I'm a man of God, I'm telling you. It has affected your finances clean and clear. You don't have stability. You want to build on too many foundations. I don't know the last time that you can build one house on many foundations. Is it possible? Maybe I don't know much about building houses, but the little I know, you cannot build one house using many foundations. You have to build one foundation for one house. And if you don't focus on that one foundation, you might build it wrongly. And the house is going to come down. When the wind blows and trouble comes, the house will not just bend, it will break. But you will not blame yourself. You will blame whichever church you are going to. You will not blame yourself that you have prostituted your spirit, which has prostituted your financial abilities. That prophet is there. That prophet is on that Zoom. That prophet is on that live. That prophet is on that TikTok. That prophet, you can log into all of them. When are you going to log into your own life? Log in here, log in there. Pray for me there. They call your name and you tremble. Are you a vibrator? Wait, you don't know your name anymore? Your name, is it new? What's going on with you? Here's the last thing I'm saying, and I'm leaving you, unless somebody have one question that will make everybody learn. Have you noticed something very unique about money? That Money has this energy. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Money has this energy about itself that when money comes into any environment, it changes the atmosphere. Have you noticed that about money? When money comes into a room, all of a sudden the atmosphere changes. People can do whatever, even the hardest of work, if money is present. If money is absent, they are not willing to do shit. But it doesn't matter how hard the job is. If money is present, they are willing to do. That is the kind of energy money has. Money has this energy. When it walks in the room, it changes everything. Changes everything. People who were noisy can be quiet when money is present. People who were jumping can sit down when money is present. And when money is talking, everybody listens. There is something about money. There is a kind of energy it brings that changes everything. It changes the atmosphere. When it is present, people can do whatever it demands. Proverbs 6 verse 6. Give it to me quickly. Let's look it up quick. If anybody have a very important question that is consistent to this, because I don't want to keep you guys much longer than this. What we've just talked about, this is supposed to be in a master class. This class is supposed to be in a master class. I'm not supposed to give it to you for free, because even that is a very poor financial decision. Yes, please. Look at it. I love it. Woo-hoo. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. You know who's a sluggard? Come on, English people, who is a sluggard? A lazy person. So he's telling the lazy person, go to the ant, consider her ways, go and learn from the ant, and be wise. Because lazy people are not wise. They are not in the group that God called wise. So please, if they ask a question, don't answer. You don't have wise answers according to God. God is still asking you to be wise. If you are lazy, you are not wise. Go to the ant, thou sluggard. Consider her ways and be wise. So he's telling a lazy person that the only thing that can make you wise is ants. Next verse. Which having no guide, no overseer, no ruler, provided her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest. Oh my God. Put it in the amplify for me. Gotta see this. You gotta see this. You gotta see this. Glory to God. You gotta see this. She prepares her food in the summer and brings in her provision of food for the winter in the harvest. Do you see the wisdom of an ant? I told you earlier that the money to fix things that break around you cannot come when things break. Look at the wisdom that God is telling a lazy person to go learn. Your ability to get the money before the problem. Look at it. She prepares her food in the summer and brings in her provision of food for the winter in the harvest. That's the wisdom of the ant. And a lazy person has to go study that it is not in winter you are now trying to find money for winter. You should find the money for winter when you are in the summer. When you are in the summer, you should prepare for winter when you are in the summer. It's not when you are in the summer you are preparing for summer. No. Before you got to summer, you were preparing in the winter. Before you get to winter, you were preparing in the summer. That's the way. That's the wisdom of the ant. And God is telling every lazy person to go and learn that. God is telling us to go and learn it. Because it is laziness to look for money to pay a bill when the bill has come. You should have prepared for the bill before it comes. It's not a wise decision. It's a terrible financial decision. Next verse. How long will you lie down? You see? You see? Lazy people. Oh, who? Lazy one. Even God is surprised. You see, it's not only me who is surprised by lazy people laying down. Even God is surprised. I'm not the only one who is shocked that a lazy person is sleeping. Even God, look at what God is saying. How long will you lay down? What are you doing there? People who are working are trying to sleep for 8 hours. You lazy person, you're also sleeping for 8 hours. What are you doing there? Get up! When will you arise from your sleep? Because you were not supposed to be sleeping. When will you stop this sleeping and learn? What are you supposed to learn? Order. So you see, what was the thing that kept them broke? Disorder. Lack of self-discipline. They are trying to discipline others, but they are not disciplining themselves. Look, God just answered my teaching. The reason why they are not wise, the reason for their laziness and the reason for their brokenness, one thing only: lack of self-discipline, which is disorder. Because disorder is poverty, and poverty is the result of disorder. If you cannot order your life, you cannot be delivered from poverty. You have to learn self-discipline. You have to learn order. Order. Next verse. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to lie down and rest. Next verse. So what? Your poverty will come like an approaching prowler who walks slowly but surely, and your need will come like an armed man, making you helpless. All of my teaching is right there. If you sleep and you don't have something to do, you rest. He's saying for sleeping and for resting, when you did not do nothing, poverty will come to you. Simple. While you are sleeping, you think you are resting, but that sleep is calling poverty for you. And the only reason why you are tired is so that they can make you a victim of poverty. I'm just explaining to you what the Bible is trying to tell you. So you are not tired because you did something. You are not tired because your body is tired. The tiredness is an invitation to poverty. So continue to sleep. Go ahead and sleep. Go ahead and rest when you have not done anything. You just saw that that kind of sleep is an invitation to what? Poverty. It will make you helpless. Thank you.
Kingdom Ambassadors Embassy.